such a thing as smart risk-taking and fearless failure? While many people think that success is about avoiding risks and failure, those that embrace risks strategically often find themselves on the top in the sea of success. Now, whether you're launching your first business, scaling your startup, or even just trying to navigate life in general, understanding how to explore risks and respond to setbacks is a game changer. Today, we're going to look at 5 strategies that will help you turn your risks into rewards and how to fail forward to success. Welcome to part 4 of the series, Think Like an Entrepreneur. I'm Rachel, and I have spent many years making mistakes, learning from them, and using that feedback to better tackle the next ventures on my to-do list. And while they haven't been all business related, today we're covering a topic that many entrepreneurs find uncomfortable: taking risks and responding to failure. In our last episode, we talked all about adaptability, and today we'll explore how taking risks is an essential part of adaptability. Let's face it, entrepreneurship itself is like stepping into the unknown. It involves taking calculated risks and sometimes going face to face with failure. But what if the idea of taking risks keeps you up at night? Now, just a little disclaimer here, I am not telling you to go ahead and bite the bullet and take on a ton of high stakes risks in your business. But I do want to share the key strategies that you need to embrace as an entrepreneur and how these strategies will help you turn your calculated risks into rewards. I'm only going to touch quickly on them today, but let me know in the comments if there's any one in particular that you would like me to dive deeper into more content with. Strategy 1, check your mindset and your personal growth. Do you view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow? I mean, think of a recent setback. What was it, and how did you respond? Take a minute to let me know. Now, when you encountered that setback, did you see it as a failure? Did you see it as a stepping stone to a new success waiting around the corner? Remember, every failure brings you one step closer to achieving the big goal. But the thing is, you always have to keep on moving forward. Of course, not every venture is going to be wildly successful, but you also don't want to consistently stop 3 feet from the gold. If you've not heard the story told by Napoleon Hill in his book called Think and Grow Rich, an incredibly quick summary of the story is this. Hill interviews a young man named Darby. During the Great Gold Rush, Darby and his uncle purchased some equipment for gold mining in hopes to get rich. In the beginning, they found some small pieces of gold. So of course, they continued. Little by little, they found small pieces of gold, but they were in search of this big vein of gold. And they knew that it was in this mine, or they believed it so. But to their dismay, the small trail of gold eventually ran out. They continued to dig day after day after day, but found nothing. And every day they dug, they were also digging themselves deeper into debt. So they decided that they were going to give up on this gold mining business, and they sold everything they had to a junk man. Interested though, the junk man decided that he was going to hire a mining engineer because he knew nothing about mining, and so he wanted an expert to come take a look and give him a little feedback. And what the engineer discovered was this: 3 feet from where Darby and his uncle had thrown in the towel, there lay the vein of gold. 3 feet. Needless to say, he became a millionaire. The mini moral of this story is to invest in your personal growth. Try to understand what you don't know. Read books, attend seminars, surround yourself with people who inspire you. The more you grow, the better you'll become at handling risks, which leads me to strategy 2. Do your research before you press the green light on any new business adventure. Gather as much information as possible. Understand your market, your competitors, potential customers. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better equipped you will be at making informed decisions. Use information to your advantage. Don't let that initial spark of motivation ignite you into a frenzy of mistakes. That excitement gives you the spark, but if you want to keep the flame burning long into the night, your entrepreneurial future, you need to do things like analyze trends, identify opportunities that maybe other people have overlooked. Research and doing your homework gives you that competitive edge, and it reduces the uncertainty associated with taking risks. Strategy 3, think big, but start small. Test your ideas on a small scale before committing to the big deal. This allows you to experiment, to learn, and to make adjustments without taking high risks. And when you take small risks, if there are any losses, they're not major ones. And then once you validate your idea, That's when you can scale up. So many people are impatient. They want it all and they want it all now. There's something to be said in the saying, go big or go home. However, that approach isn't necessarily something that you want to try on one of your first business ventures. This approach minimizes those risks while maximizing the potential for success. Now, strategy 4, build a strong support network. Surround yourself with mentors, advisors, peers, people who've already done it before you, people that you can ask for advice, people willing to share their stories and to tell you the mistakes that they've made in hopes that you can be bigger and better. Their experiences can help you navigate the uncertainties of entrepreneurship. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Collaboration is an amazing thing. When you share an idea and somebody else shares their idea, you're left with 2 ideas instead of each hiding your own personal idea. Sometimes the sharing of those 2 ideas lead to amazing solutions to a problem that either of you may have never come up with on your own. So ask for help, seek the information, take the feedback, and have something to work with. Strategy 5, cultivate resilience. Entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster ride with its highs and its lows. The key is to stay resilient and push forward in the face of adversity. In part 2 of Think Like an Entrepreneur, we talked about mental resilience. In part 3 of Think Like an Entrepreneur, we talked about adaptability. Those both help you discover the strategies that you need to help cultivate that resilience, especially after a major setback. Being adaptable helps build resilience. Having small failures helps build resilience. Finding time for a good mindset and personal growth helps build resilience. So developing that mental toughness and developing a positive attitude will help you bounce back from failures and keep your eyes on the prize without giving up 3 feet short of everything you've ever dreamed of. Of course, taking risks is inevitable when you're an entrepreneur, but implementing the strategies necessary for making calculated risks can quickly turn your risks into rewards. Embrace the risks, but do so intelligently. And remember, every failure is simply a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Don't forget to join me in our final segment of Think Like an Entrepreneur, where we talk all about how to be an excellent problem solver. Until next time, trust and enjoy your own journey.